What I know is that this takes it a lot darker. This is about giving people their fantasies and giving people what they want, but actually giving these characters what they need in life, looking to rehash their past, which somehow become intertwined. So this is a big spin. We have a totally star-studded cast. First, we got Michael Rooker here, Lucy Hale, Michael Peña, Jimmy O. Yang, Ryan Hansen, Parisa Fitz-Henley. I mean, the list just goes on. Maggie Q. I mean, come on, guys. You're going to be entertained. No matter if you're young, old, male, female, there's something there for you. It is so much fun.
Guys, at the very end.
In between mains.
I loved it. It's a lot of fun. And I actually one more time. I know. I love it.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
It's an original take on the classic, and it's a thriller horror 2020 take with a Blumhouse twist. It's super exciting. We go on this fantasy island, amazing trip, best trip of our lives, and then of course something happens.
The twist.
And it's a Blumhouse twist.
Yeah.
It's not just one twist, one whatever. It's up and down. It's super exciting. And it's not just like weird jump scares. It's actually good filmmaking and horror and thriller. It's very exciting.
And it's a lot of fun.
Take a date. Take a date. It's the best Valentine's movie
Take
out
your
there.
mom.
Yeah.
Take your mom. Take your
That's
dad.
my mom right there.
Hey, Mom. She's the cutest.
Well, we took the darker moments of the television show that you and I remember and we amplified them. So this is a very scary version of Fantasy Island. Now, Fantasy Island was always a little creepy and was something, but we really leaned way into that part, and that's what this movie is. They can look forward to a really fun night and they can look forward to being very scared and having a lot of fun.
The film definitely pays homage to the TV show. I mean, we're certainly referencing it. I love the show. We got Mr. Roarke in the white suit. We got the seaplane arriving, guests getting off. They say what they want. They get what they need, right? But we offer a unique Blumhouse twist on the fantasies where they get a little bit darker. We're leaning in a little bit more into the edge that was present in the show. I love twists and turns. It's really, that's it. I love a movie that keeps an audience guessing, that plays with their expectations, that drops little breadcrumbs and gets them leaning in, gets them thinking one thing, reveals something else. For me, just as a fan of movies, that's what I like to see. So when I'm making a movie, that's what I try to do. Dude, it's called Fantasy Island, not Ugly Island. So I had to get a very fantastic looking cast. And they are not only really nice to look at, but they are incredible actors. They're so talented. The performances are emotional, memorable, unique. I really just am in love with all my actors. I think fans can look forward to having fun. It's a big, crazy genre mashup. We're referencing action movies, comedies, other horror movies. Ultimately, they kind of get wrapped up into this edgy, dark Blumhouse story. But I think at the end of the day, it's just a roller coaster, and they're going to really enjoy themselves. Audiences can expect the unexpected.
We've taken the bones of this classic TV show and this like great concept of an island where anything can come true. And Blumhouse was like, "Ooh, this has the makings of like a great horror and thriller movie." So it's an island where guests win a golden ticket to go to, and I think the guests realize pretty quickly that there's something bigger at play here, and that there's more than meets the eye, and that things are about to take a left turn. Obviously the thriller element, but there's adventure. You have the beautiful landscape of Fiji. You've got a little bit of romance. It's really funny. You'll laugh out loud too, I think. I don't know quite what genre it fits into, but there's a little bit of everything for everyone. So many of my first dates have been at the movie theater, and a couple of my first dates have actually been on Valentine's Day, but like there's something about a horror movie that makes you want to just be close to people. I mean, if you can see these two to the right of me in these crazy suits, you can see that.
Hey, Fantasy Island, baby.
Yeah. These guys are so fun. They were asking how it was to film, and I just yanked them from their interview.
She's the greatest. We'll do anything Lucy says.
Yeah, she's the queen. She is the queen.
I don't know about that. Maggie Q is the queen.
Well, Maggie's the queen.
But,
You're the princess?
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. We had the best time. Right?
Yeah. It's amazing.
It was a
Yeah.
blast.
We love it.
These guys are the best. We kayaked.
Yeah.
We made a movie.
There was
We're
a
here.
movie?
It's basically taking the same idea, same premise, and then just modernizing it in a way. And I think a lot of it has to do with entertainment the way it is now. Some of the stuff that didn't fly, or if you think about it, there was only like 3 networks, you know? So it was all up to the imagination. And I think you gotta, in order to make a movie now, you kind of gotta, up it a couple levels. And I think Jeff Wadlow and Jason Blum actually did that. There's a lot of humor in it as well. Ryan Hansen and Jimmy O Yang, like they're fantastic in it. When I read the script, I was like, all right, this is something that I would want to watch. And so hopefully other people want to watch it as well. Well, the twists and turns are like Jeff Wadlow. Like I read one script, I thought it was great. Then he made it better, and then he made it better again with him and his writers. And it's one thing to know a script. 'Cause I read scripts all the time, and you're like, oh, I know what's going to happen. And it's it's amazing to be surprised a little bit. What I wanted to do was I wanted to pay homage to the guy, to Ricardo Montalban, and he was such a legend, and so I took a couple things from him, mainly the way that he speaks, because he grew up in Mexico City and he was a theater actor, so it was a little bit outside my comfort zone, but it was great, and it's exactly what I wanted to do.
This is the kind of movie that you don't know what to expect. There, I experience both kinds. The ones that you know what is going to happen, it's predictable, and yet you still don't care. It's great, you just don't care. And then there are the ones that you don't know what the hell's going to happen. This is one of those. You just don't know what's going to happen.
I would say it's a little bit darker than the TV show, but and also funnier. I think everything's pumped up. And I just got a chance to see it last week, and that was the thing for me. It was like, it's just this very in-your-face, like, kind of, I don't know, explosive movie. Michael Peña is just fantastic, and he was so wonderful to work with and get to know. And it's, they're big shoes to fill, and I feel like he did such a great, beautiful job on that and really brought his own flavor to it. I think it's great to go for Valentine's Day because you can grab onto the person next to you, assuming that you want to. And maybe the person next to you is another single person that you could grab onto, and who knows? This could be the beginning of a beautiful something.
Well, this fantasy island is your fantasies mixed in with your worst nightmare, so there's a bit of a twist. And it's kind of cool going on the journey with a bunch of different people's fantasies, because then you get to put yourself in their shoes and like what you would do. It's awesome when you do a movie like this where you get to just be in the mountains of Fiji, because it just makes it that real. All the scrapes and the dirt you see, we didn't necessarily need makeup for, but it was incredible experience. What attracted me to the script so much was that it feels like 5 movies in one. And as you're watching the movie, you have to kind of try to figure out and place how people are connected and how this is also all going to resolve, and you can't predict the ending, and I love movies like that. And it's thrilling and scary, and I love scary movies, so I think they can expect to be scared, and I don't know, just try to use their brains a bit to puzzle it all together, which is always fun when you're watching a thriller.
You can't lose. Fiji, beautiful location, fantastic cast, wonderful plot. I mean, you're going to have a lot of fun. Gripping your seat, scares everywhere. I mean, good time. It's going to be a good time. It's the type of movie where you can cuddle up with the one you love, and when it gets scary, you can grab them, grab on their arm, scream in their ear, do all that stuff, throw the popcorn on their chest. It's that type of thing. Perfect.